Classical Greek philosopher and the father of Western philosophical mode of thinking and thought, Socrates said, "The only true wisdom is in knowing you know nothing," meaning true, real, and authentic wisdom actually becomes possible and comes into being and becomes part of our lives only when we show the willingness as well as the desire to acknowledge and admit the overwhelming presence of ignorance, not only in ourselves, our character, perception, and action, but also in all our surroundings and in other people and their actions and behaviors in one way or another. And that means ignorance actually has always been an inevitable and an unavoidable condition and reality, primarily associated with the human condition and with the life and mind of man, even though we show the unwillingness to actually admit ignorance, but we are always driven by it, consumed and possessed by ignorant behavior and action that destroys our relationships, pushes us backwards, and halts progress. And that means ignorance is unavoidable because it's inevitable and associated with the human condition and with all other species and animals and living organisms. So ignorance cannot be overcome because it's an imperative, but it can definitely be dealt with efficiency, experience, education, character, confidence, discipline, and morality. We can definitely deal with ignorance and acknowledge its presence in our surroundings as well as in ourselves. And in doing so, we can actually make and gain real progress, authentic prosperity, and original learning, knowledge, and courage and discipline. So we can make growth, learning, progress, prosperity possible only when we reckon the existence and acknowledge the presence of ignorance in our lives as well as in our surroundings, and that we have always been driven by ignorance. We have always acted ignorantly, even though we have a lot of success and knowledge. So ignorance just cannot be conquered or overcome completely by anyone, because we cannot overcome knowledge itself. There is no end point to knowledge. There is no end to the pursuit of either. So the only way to deal with ignorance and the pursuit of wisdom will be the continuous development and search for knowledge in everything, including ourselves, and also the constant intention, aim, and ambition for truth and courage, confidence, character, alongside sovereignty.